You said when she saw the squirrel, she went to chase the squirrel?
She went to chase the squirrel, then fucking rabbit was hiding behind a tree. She tried to go get the rabbit, and then after that, she couldn't get him. She was excited a little bit, and then I seen a ball. I threw the ball back. I threw the ball to her where she ran to. She jetted to it, brought the ball back, did it by like 2-3 more times, and then that was it. She went right back to that.
Just no.
Just looked at me every time I did everything. And of course, that's what I got on camera.
No, you don't want nothing? You don't want nothing? Do you have a sack? Burlap.
Yeah. Should be one in there.
Burlap. Just trying to get her to think it's more of a rabbit-based thing. Have you put her on a harness or a leash at all?
Yeah, she's cool on the leash. She actually doesn't pull anything on the leash.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's weird, man. Look, a couple things. I will say this, people. In my opinion, I think even in Stan's experience now, and even when my guy here, Jamahl, was just breaking it down, these dogs, unfortunately, and you could tell based on experience, not have had a lot of human interaction. Now, the downside to the lack of human interaction is that she's jumpy. So even when Stan, like, go like, pet her head.
Oh, yeah, she's flinchy.
Yeah. See, look, you see that right there? That right there, those little things, and I'm not throwing nobody on the bus, it just shows you that this dog has come from a space where she's skeptical. So if you have a skeptic, it's hard then to motivate him because they don't know what's gonna happen. If something goes wrong, depending on who had her before, my guy Miguel, somebody could have been beating her behind to try to get her to do stuff. And so now she's kind of timid or uncertain because the humans that she's been around,
Too rough.
a little too rough. There you go.
How old is she?
She's 10 months old. So fast forward, Stan's trying to get her intrigued. Let me be very clear. She's not been interested in Jamahl. She ain't really interested in me, but she's really walking around to feel things out. Like, are you guys okay? And that's just after a week. I'd say in 30 days, because she will chase an animal, we could probably get her on something. We won't have 30 days with her. But she instinctually has prey drive, so if you let her off, she'll go and get on stuff. But we like to make sure our dogs have a clear line of communication, so if they are, let's say, biting on a hog or doing whatever we're doing, you can say out and they'll leave that stuff alone.
With dogs like that, you can use like actual animal scent stuff. So like
Yeah.
they have like the raw hides and like the different skins and the pelts and stuff like that where you can use, and it might motivate her. You said she doesn't necessarily like other female dogs. You can get another female dog out that works, not together, but tie them up, make one work, use that jealousy angle if that's really how she feels. We do it sometimes with male dogs that are quote unquote a little dog aggressive and bite work. We get them barking at the other dog and I go and smack them a couple times with the whip, piss them off. They bite the tug. They bite the tug, then they're like, oh, this relieves my stress. And then you take the dog away and see if you can get that same reaction.
Oh, wow.
So there's ways that you can get her interested. The time factor, her trusting you, is the most important thing.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen in that part, people. I don't know how to stress how important that trust is, which is why, as you know, if I can't get a dog at about 8 or 9 weeks at the latest, I don't want it. I'm like, I need that joker to know what we're doing. I get them in their routine. The general's isolated from everybody. I've been leaving him out here to hang with the big boys a little bit after he quarantined for 5 days. So, but point is, everything Stan's saying, we go through a strenuous process to get dogs excited, and unfortunately, it's because of, I'm not gonna call them bad breeders or bad owners, but you guys got a dog you didn't know anything about, and then that makes us work twice as hard to get the dog to do what it was supposed to do.
And the
Dogos are more, I would say, like a mastiff type breed, so they take a longer bit to mature. So at 10 months old, she's really, like, say a German Shepherd, for instance, is probably more, almost 2 years mentally. So she's very, very, very slow to get there. At about 24 months, she'll probably be more confident in herself and all of that, while you say you don't have that time. So these are just something to think about when you are getting those bigger dogs. Their maturity level is very important, especially if you want them to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Start it early, start it often, and then always end with them not being tired or exhausted.
Because they shut down easy. Mastiffs are naturally more protective in a sense where they protect their home, but they don't have a lot of prey drive, and so they won't like go after nothing. But they like don't come in the house because they'll chew you up.
It's like them bodybuilders. They're not running a bunch of miles, but if they catch you,
yeah, they might be able to do something, or they might just get stuck. And then you people look a little light version here. Nobody's discouraged. We know what this dog's up against. We've seen some things that we just be like, they gotta work through that. You gotta start working backwards. And the goal when you get a dog is to move forward as fast and as best you can. That's the truth. You don't have to work through a bunch of problems. So take care of your dogs, man.